Lily.
Elliot.
Anderson.
Ashley.
Lawson.
Olivia.
Allie.
Taylor. Christian.
Sawyer.
Andrew.
Reagan. Chase.
Amelia.
Morgan.
Maddie. Reese. Maddie.
Megan.
Isabella. Lizzie. Brooke.
Elliot.
Anderson.
Ashley.
Lawson.
Olivia. Allie.
Taylor. Christian. Sawyer. Andrew.
Reagan. Chase.
Amelia.
Morgan. Maddie.
Reese.
Maddie.
Megan.
Isabella.
Brooke.
Candy.
Lily.
Elliot.
Anderson.
Ashley.
Lawson.
Olivia. Allie.
Taylor.
Christian. Sawyer. Andrew.
Reagan. Chase.
Amelia.
Morgan. Maddie.
Reese.
Maddie. Megan.
Isabella. Lizzie. Brooke. Tandy. Lily.
Elliot.
Anderson.
Ashley.
Lawson.
Olivia. Allie.
Taylor. Christian.
Sawyer. Andrew.
Reagan. Chase.
Amelia.
Morgan.
Maddie. Reese.
Maddie. Megan.
Isabella. Lizzie. Brooke.
Yeah, that name reminded me of the movie I saw last night. Yeah, it was Back to the Future.
Howdy.
You're late. I don't like it when cows are late.
I know, and I'm really sorry, Mr. Howell.
Stop wasting my time. Get on with the singing.
The hills are alive with the sound of music.
What in the world was that?
Was that Freddie?
I don't even know what that was.
Poor Freddy. Another one bites the dust.
Wait, maybe the judge just thought it was good. Wow. Let me just say, I cannot express how absolutely awful your singing was. If your singing was milk, I'd be lactose intolerant.
Never mind.
Simon Cowell, you don't have to be so rude all the time. It was certainly a memorable performance. Thank you.
Let me just say, fella, it's missing a little pizzazz, a little spunk. It's missing a cowbell. That's right. It needs a cowbell.
A cowbell?
Exactly. You get it?
Like, not everything needs more cowbell. They just need more talent.
Who are you to tell me that I'm not good at singing? You're so mean! Do you think that poor cow will be okay?
I don't really care. That was an utter disaster. On with the next act. How?
My goodness, that Simon Cowell fellow sure is handsome, but he's really mean.
Shh. I think he could do it.
Hello, my ladies and gentlemen of the court.
Hello, darling.
Howdy.
You're late. I don't like it when cows are late. And why are you talking like that? Are you trying to put me in a bad mood?
Oh boy, there he goes again, being all meanie and cranky.
And handsome.
Yeah, don't forget handsome.
First of all, so mean, handsome.
It'll be okay. He is really handsome, but we just have to show him how good at singing we are, and he'll like us.
Sure, right. I feel so inspired. Let's
you
do this.
Porky Pigs ready to perform? Are you going to
Yes,
continue?
we're ready, Mr. Cowell.
Oh my.
Did he just interrupt Simon?
We're going to show you so much musical talent that you will leave you flabbergasted.
What?
I'm sorry, Mozart is just really excited.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder
I wonder what
what you are.
Well, that was certainly...
Better?
Well, Blake is smiling. That's something, right?
Listen here, cow padres. I like the ring and I like the name. You got the cowbell, but it needs more cowbell. I need more cowbells.
more cowbell?
Reynolds and him more distinct construction.
Wow, he really likes cowbells.
You kids got me in a singing mood. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Sing a little better, and maybe you won't sound so bad. Thank you.
That wasn't a compliment, Freddie.
My goodness, you guys did it. Oh no. You did the impossible. You ruined my favorite song. I've heard better singing from the cows at the aquarium. And their fish.
What?
Oh no, I think Freddy's going to cry.
You're all of you. Mozart is literally the most famous classical composer of all time.
So?
Uh-oh, Freddie almost gave away the fact that she brought Mozart from the past story to a better edition than she did the first time.
What did you just say?
Nothing. Nothing was said.
I can't believe this.
Crazy, postpone your acceleration for my sake.
Simon, you don't have to be so mean all the time.
You know, partner, cowbell's always got me down. You should try it.
Don't you two start with me. On time, finally, a breath of fresh air.
Well, look at this. We have a musical cow choir.
Also known as the Cowire.
No one calls it that.
What do you call yourselves? The cowbells? I think that'd be a pretty cool name.
Oh, we call ourselves
Musically.
moving
Cow.
padres.
The musically moving cow padres.
The musically moving cow padres.
Well, I haven't heard that one before.
So, are you gonna sing for us or what?
Let's do this, guys. Move on the cow, 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 move on the cow.
Oh.
My.
Wow.
Yeehaw! That was spectacular. It had everything. The ding, the dong, the bing, and the bomb. You, my companions, have something special. You have the cowbell.
Amazing. I knew you had it in you. You cows were spectacular. Your song was so moving.
This is a moment of truth.
What would a handsome Simon Cowell say?
I hope you liked it.
Well, I guess that was good.
What did you say?
I really enjoy.
Is he okay? Do we need to call a doctor?
I thought you guys did great.
Simon, my mom, are you okay? What's wrong? Speak to us. I was just wondering what he was gonna say.
Sorry, I'm just not used to giving compliments. Good job, guys.
OMG!
Did Simon just...
Give us a compliment!
They did it. They won the contest. Even though there's another round, Simon gave them a compliment. That basically means they won.
Ready! Frederick! Frederick!
Once upon a time, there were 3 bears who lived together in a house in the woods.
One of them was a wee little bear.
One of them was a middle-sized bear.
And the other was great, huge bang.
They had each a pot for their porridge.
A wee little pot for the wee little bear.
A middle-sized bowl for the middle bear.
And a great, huge pot for a great, huge bang.
And they each had a chair to sit in.
A little chair for a little small wee bear.
A middle chair for the middle bear.
And a great, huge chat for a great, huge bang.
One day, after they had poured the porridge for breakfast into their porridge pots,
They walked out into the woods while the porridge was cooling, so they might not burn their mouths by beginning too soon to eat it.
and while they were walking,
An old lady approaches the house.
she could not have been a good, honest old lady, for first she looked in the window.
And then she peeped in the keyhole, and seeing nobody in the house,
She lifted the latch.
The door was not fastened, because the bears were good bears who did nobody any harm.
and never suspected that anybody would harm them. So the little old woman opened the door and went in.
Oh, and she was so pleased to see the porridge that the bears had left.
If she had been a good, honest old woman, she would have waited until the bears came home, and perhaps they would have asked her to breakfast.
For they were good bears.
A little rough or so, as the manner of bears is.
But for all that, very good-natured and hospitable. But she was an independent, bad old woman, and set about helping herself.
First, she tasted the porridge of the great, huge bear.
It was too hot for her taste.
And she said a silly word about that.
Hot tamales.
And then she tried the porridge of the middle-sized bear.
It was too cold for her
she said a silly word about that too.
Jeepers creepers.
And then she went to the porridge of the little small wee bear and gave the bath.
And that was neither too hot or too cold, but just right.
She was so good that the little old woman ate it all up.
But the naughty old woman said a silly word about the little porridge pot because it did not hold enough for her.
You little stinker.
Then the little old woman sat in the chair of the great huge bear.
Ugh, it was too hard for her.
Then she sat down in the chair of the middle-sized bear.
It was just too soft for her.
And then she sat down in the chair of the little small wee bear.
And that was neither too hard or too soft.
So she seated herself in it, and there she sat until the bottom of the chair came out.
Ah, and then she fell plump on the ground.
And then the naughty old woman said a hilarious word about that.
Cheese and crackers.
Then the little old woman went upstairs into the bedchamber in which the three bears slept.
First, she lay down upon the bed of the great huge bear.
It was too tight of a head for her.
And next, she lay down upon the bed of the middle-sized bear.
It was too tight of feet for her.
And then she lay down upon the bed of the little small wee bear.
And that was neither too high at the head nor at the foot, but just right.
The little old woman got so comfy that she fell asleep.
By this time, the three bears thought their porridge would be cool enough, so they come home to breakfast.
Now, the little old woman had left the spoon of the great huge bear standing in its porridge pot.
Somebody's been at my porridge, said the great huge bear in its great, rough, gruff voice.
When the middle bear looked at her porridge, she saw the spoon was standing in it too.
They were wooden spoons. If they had been silver ones,
The naughty old woman would have put them in her pocket.
Somebody's been eating my porridge, said the middle-sized bear in her middle voice.
then the little small wee bear looked at hers,
And there was the spoon in the porridge pot.
but the porridge was all gone.
Somebody's been at my porridge and has eaten it all up. Still a little bear and a little small wee voice.
Upon this, the three bears, seeing that someone had entered their house,
And eaten up the little small wee bear's porridge.
began to look about them.
Now the little old woman had not put the hard cushion straight when she rose from the chair of the great huge bear.
Somebody's been sitting at my chair, said the great huge bear in its great, rough, gruff voice.
And the little old woman had squatted on the cushion of the middle-sized bear.
Somebody's been sitting in my chair, said the middle-sized bear in her middle voice.
And do you know what the naughty little old woman had done to the third chair?
Somebody's been sitting in my chair and has sat the bottom out of it. Said a little wee bear and a little wee voice.
Then the three bears thought it necessary that they should make further search, so they went upstairs to their bedchamber.
Now, the naughty old woman had pulled the pillow out of its place of the great huge bear.
Somebody has been lying at my bed, said the great huge bear in its great, huge voice.
And the naughty old woman had pulled the bolster out of its place in the middle-sized bear.
Somebody's been sleeping in my bed, said the middle-sized bear in her middle voice.
And when the little small wee bear came to look at her bed, there was the bolster in the right place.
And the pillow upon its bolster.
Was the head of the naughty woman.
Which was not in place, for she had no business there.
Somebody's been lying in my bed. And there she is. Said a little wee bear and a little wee voice.
The little old woman had heard her sleep the great rough voice of the great huge bear. But she was so fast asleep that no more to her than the roaring wind of the rumbling thunder.
And when she saw the three bears standing on one side of the bed,
The middle bear said, "Somebody has been laying in my bed." The little old woman heard the middle-sized voice of the middle bear, but it was only as if she heard someone speaking in a dream.
and when the small little wee bear came to look at hers,
The pillow in its place upon the bolster. And upon the pillow was the naughty little old woman's head, which was not in place, for she had no business there. And the little bear said, "Somebody's been laying in my bed, and here she is," said the little small wee bear in her little small wee voice.
But when she heard the small wee voice of the little small wee bear, it was so sharp and so shrill that it awakened her at once.
And seeing the three bears on one side of the bed, she tumbled herself out the other and ran out to the window.
Out the little old woman jumped.
And whether she hurt herself in the fall
Or ran into the woods and found other animals.
The three bears never saw anything more of her.
Love gave to me a partridge in a pear tree. On the second day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 2 turtle doves and a partridge in a pear tree. On the third day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. On the fourth day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. On the 5th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 5 golden rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. On the 6th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 6 geese a-laying, 5 golden rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. On the 7th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 7 swans swimming, 6 geese a-laying, 5 golden rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. On the 8th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 8 maids a milking, 7 swans a swimming, 6 geese a laying, 5 golden rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. On the 9th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 9 ladies dancing, 8 maids a milking, 7 swans a swimming, 6 geese a laying, 5 golden rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. On the 10th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 10 lords a leaping, 9 ladies dancing, 8 maids a milking, 7 swans a swimming, 6 geese a laying, 5 golden rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. On the 11th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 11 lovers piping, 10 lords a leaping, 9 ladies dancing, 8 maids a milking, 7 swans a swimming, 6 geese a laying, 5 golden rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. On the 12th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 12 drummers drumming, 11 beggars piping, 10 lords a leaping, 9 ladies dancing, 8 maids a milking, 7 swans a swimming, 6 geese a laying, 5 golden rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree.
That was so great. I think those kids have some